This video is brought to you by Jab.se, the lead supplier of MMA gear in Scandinavia. BetSafe.com, Europe's only online betting site for MMA.
So many comments after I messed that up last time. This is Marcus Korva with Studio MMA and MMA Net, and we're here with a 205-pound fighter, Dan Henderson. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm good, I'm good. We're going to see you fighting, instead of the champ John Jones, Lyoto Machida, who's a very, very tricky fighter. It's coming up, it's almost home. Would you say it's a home game, being in Anaheim?
Yeah, it's definitely an hour from my house, so it's pretty close, and I'm excited about that.
Now, your co-main event to the first ever female UFC bout. How is that? What do you think of that?
I think it's good. It's good for the sport. I think it draws more attention to it, and I'm a fan of the women fighting as well. So
that's going to be my next question. Do you have female fighters training out of your gym?
I do. I have 2 or 3 that are in there regularly. So, they got a little ways to go, but they're getting there, and they're pretty tough. So
now, Lyoto Machida, very, very tricky. John Jones is tricky too, but in a different way. Are you looking forward to fighting Lyoto Machida? Is it just another fight, or is it something exciting because it's a different style of fighting?
No, it's definitely more exciting for me because he's different than most. So he doesn't fit in the norm. So it's for me, having fought for 15 years now, that's always welcome to have somebody different.
And you have a stand-up striking coach in Daniel Voiran from France, who also has trained Lyoto Machida. Do you feel that's a big advantage?
It can't hurt, but it was a while ago, and I wish the whole MMA fight was just striking sometimes, but it's not the sport. So there's a lot of things that are that Lyoto does that I have to be aware of, and it's not just the striking, but I love having Daniel Warren in there to help me out, and his insight is good when it comes to Machida as well. So
now, 15 years of professional mixed martial arts. It definitely didn't look like this when you started. Did you foresee this, and what is it that has changed the most, except from being recognized out in the streets and the money, obviously?
I don't know. The sport has grown so much technically. If I didn't learn along the way, I would have been passed by a long time ago. So, but that's the main thing is the sport has evolved. Technically, with the striking and with the wrestling, putting it all together, and I still learn every day, that I'm in the gym. So it's been fun in that way too, just because it doesn't get boring, it doesn't get old, it keeps it new, and the notoriety, I guess that helps me get paid a little better. So that's more what I would rather have, but it comes with the job. Now,
getting paid a little bit more, fights that are hyped do tend to get paid a little bit more. It just been a fighting. That's fighting in general. People are talking about Chael Sonnen. We're not going to oversee Lyoto Machida in any way, but people talk about Chael Sonnen. Why do people want to see you fight Chael Sonnen, and do you want to see you fighting Chael Sonnen?
No, I don't want to see myself fighting him, but I've been friends with him for a long time and still friends with him. So, but if he becomes champ and if they want me to fight him, I will. But it's something that I hope he wins and hope the best for him all the time. But I don't know why people want to see that so much.
But it's not something that you want to see. I think maybe because you're friends and have trained together, but it's not a fight that you want to see happen.
No, obviously not. But, we're professionals in a sport that sometimes we have to fight against each other.
Now, 15 years in the sport, who do you look forward to seeing that as up and rising, that if you could say that fighter, look out for him, who is that fighter?
Well, I think he's fighting tomorrow night, Tarek Safadine. So
he trains with you as well.
Yeah, he's fighting in Strikeforce tomorrow for the title. So he's ready to go. He's been feeling like a monster lately. So
now talking about it's Strikeforce's last show ever. Yeah. You were the champion there, and you had some great moments, including knocking out Fedor. It's being the last show ever. Is that good for Tarek, or is it not good? Retiring as the champion potentially, or the shoulders folding doesn't mean anything anymore?
Well, I mean, obviously it's better to finish on top, you know, with the belt and you know, possibly come over to the UFC. So, you know, that's a great thing. Plus, to beat somebody like Marquardt, you know, for him, this is the toughest fight of his career. So, it's a big fight for him.
Make sure you don't miss Dan Henderson in Anaheim. If in the UFC fighting Lyoto Machida. And thank you, Dan. Always a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh my God. Programmet presenteras av betsafe.com.